kind of like look at the energies before I go, and since the moon goes into a Gemini, uh, decide to do the something was in my mind in the past, kind of like a couple of months, maybe didn't look at it deeply from within me, and I was like, what did I miss? Is must something that I what's going on with all the connections, what's going on with the people, and what is going on with all this? What is that about the twin flames and the situations? And now within the new cycle, didn't even hit me until kind of like a more about today. We're talking about the naked talk, but something hit me because of the new cycle. It's about the truth. That's what the news cycle is about, to use the energy of the truth. And the energy just began to flow within me. I was wondering why yesterday, and pretty much like the whole day was like, what's with this energy? What I need to look? So I was laying down in bed and meditate a little bit, and all the answers came in for you. So now, I don't know if you guys been ever watched the video, The Naked Talk. That is the power when you actually say anything and everything to your twin flame, to the person in love. During the naked talk, you actually say everything. That everything that you didn't say, you did share, that everything that you are not afraid to be judged for it, you're gonna be doing it. But now within the new cycle, the things it really brings not only the need uh, for the naked talk as a twin flames, but now begins to have this the need for the naked talk with everyone, not only with your twin flames, but for twin flames, for the relations within the twin flames, with all the problems in the situations. Now the naked talk is going to be become like a not only a tool, but also is going to become a necessary tool, need that has to be performed, that needs to be performed, and that is coming from the divine. And that's what right now some of you will feel this energies about the truth. You end up into this new cycle, you end up into this new stage, this new level right now within the I'm talking about the people who came in here in the new cycle. And what did you walk in with? You walked with the naked truth from what you knew. That's how I got here. And that's why this naked talk for it, it is about this. We want to discuss this today, and I want to reveal something to you guys for it. Yes, we are going to discuss this, and I believe that after the talk that you and I are going to have and share here, some of you is going to rise up. Some of you are going to go far beyond that you've done before because of this truth. For excuse me for a second, I forgot to close my door in the back. That way I won't be interrupted if my roommate needs to do some things for it and to be more free for it. All right, so before I begin, let's recognize people in chat. I want to say thank you for everyone who comes in a chat. I know some people watching the videos, they don't come to a chat. That's okay, but the people who comes in a chat, I want to say thank you for it. I want to say thank you for all of you who's watching and supporting everything here. So in the chat, we have a Purity Passion, Diana, Erica. Erica left you a message. Just message me on Facebook. I know you have astrology things, and I'll do it for you. Don't worry about anything else. For Ann Smith, Margaret, CC, Diamond B, and CF. That's okay, CF. I will monitoring the chat room. Don't worry about it. Hopefully there is nothing going on, because lately I'm posting this video on my Facebook, my personal page. I post on my two groups, which is I am. They're both open groups on the Facebook, and I'm posting into the group of Petya and Andrea, which is I had permissions from them to post it my daily chats in their members of their group. So for healing for woman and narcissistic relationship walked in. Thank you for coming in. Josh, thanks for reporting in for it. So we're talking about the naked talk. I don't know if you've been watching the video. I actually made it a long time ago. But now the naked talk is going to become a I can't pronounce it. I'm sorry, just from necessity. So hard for me to pronounce it, but I want to tell you the word for. So what that is, okay, that is actually you put your true self. You take off the three masks away from you, and you have your soul naked. All right, you have nothing to hide in there. That naked talk, during the naked talk, you says the things that you've been hiding from within you, really from within you. So what is that power giving it to you is you getting touch base within your higher self. What are the three masks you're referring to? Diana, that is the first mask. That is the mask that you put it on out in the society. That is how you present yourself to pretty much everyone. The second mask, that's the mask of the family, the person you are in the family. And the third mask is the mask that covers the shadow from within you. That is the mask, the things that you don't share, you don't say, you don't really put it out there because of your fears of if the people find the truth, they're not going to accept you. Those are the three face masks people have from within them. That is what they fear the most for it. And since we are right now on these powerful positions of the moon helping Mars, basically activating Mars to move into the Gemini, that is going to be important because the moon, it's this power of intuitions that we are going to, in the next 6 months, we're going to be doing evaluations with friends, with our own selves, with everything from within us, because Mars is going to be there. And this is why I'm making this video right now for you guys, because now in the new cycle, you don't want to have a relationship with someone who has not pulled out their three masks. But looking at from a deeper perspective, this talk for it, the purpose of this is to establish not only a proper base based on a relationship. The purpose of this talk, okay, is going to be to tell everything to you, your own self first. And when you tell this to your own self, you're overcoming the more worst enemy from within you, your own fears. You basically accepting your shadow. You are accepting this shadow work from within you, and you confess it first to yourself, but second of all, you're confessing it to your twin flame, to your partner, through your relationships into that standpoint. For so that way you getting the truth in you, you embody the truth in you, and you confess the truth in you. So That way, you are in an internal peace from within yourself. And then with that internal peace within yourself, you are also in the peace that whatever you're going to be telling the person, you are not going to be judged because you and the person decide to have this naked talk for one purpose: to clear the past, to forgive the past, to get the forgiveness, to get everything, clear that out. So that way, the past, it won't become the reason for the future events. So you can have a clear base. That is also clear the consciousness from within you. Clear the consciousness. Crystalline, super chat, 20 bucks. Crystalline, thank you. Thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it. Let me know if some anything I can do for you later on Facebook. And good morning to you. I appreciate it. And now you getting into this truth. What you don't realize though, when you're getting to this truth, and you feel different, you feel clean, but you don't really realize what you did in the first place. For you engage within the truth, within the universe at that time. Okay, that universe, the truth of it in the universe, work itself out to bring you in the next level, to bring you in the next thing. But right now, within the truth that we are going into the new cycle, this naked talk does something very more important for you. It enhance your abilities, your capabilities, and you also have those actions from within you. Now the truth does not only become this naked talk. The truth not only becomes with the one person, it's more increasing within you. And that truth begins to work, begins to give you the powers, begins to put the fire in the soul from within you. And the people right now getting this fire from you out there from the world, they are going to get and want the same truth and fire, to don't have a fake life, to don't have the face mask on the front of the society, don't have the face mask at the family, it don't have the face mask within them. Then they are reaching the gift from the truth. That is the pure happiness from within. They have nothing to worry about it. They're not afraid of judgments. They're not afraid of anything that goes on. And they're not afraid of their past. Not only within themselves, not only with the person at home, but also within the society. And now we are talking about that when this becomes a lifestyle, because that's what's going to happen in the next 6 months when we have Mars in Gemini. We're going to go through this. There's going to be a lot of turmoils. There's going to be a lot of confrontations. There's going to be a lot of uncovering truths. A lot of the people, they're going to be understanding that someone used them, maybe a friend that had this shady business and used them to have official business or something. So now they're getting the goods for you. And you're like now uncovering truths like this. There's going to be a lot of turmoils between partnerships, relationships, all kind of ships. Okay, not a spaceships yet for it, but you never know, right? But the thing is that when you build a relationship for it, you will determine it to focus on this, because you will understand that all this face mask that you are wearing for it, they put you down and fault in your life. You were not honest to yourself, you were not honest at home, and you are not honest in the society. So all this, the naked talk, is going to become really like a standard, and the people will change. We are going to see that change at March 4. But now within the new cycle, what that does is that give you the positions of you to basically understand that that truth during the naked talk had incredible power within universe. Your connection with the universe with uh, from within you is going to be more stronger, more powerful, and the love is going to be more clean to you. It's kind of like it's going to be a purifications, but it also is going to be empowerment from within your own self. You are going to look this deeply before you talk about your person, your relationship, your everything, and that is going to clear your sins. Is going to give you the confessions, the need for forgiveness, and is going to need you give you an enhanced power of clear your consciousness from within. Now you have no burdens. Now you have no things that hold you back. Now you have nothing. So before the first video, which is I actually posted here with the description of this title, you can see the original video. That was because of the relationship with your twin flame. Okay, that's what it was. But now the naked talk actually is much more powerful as a looking at it in the higher perspective of higher point of view. Actually, the naked talk is the most important thing that you need to do. First of all, from within yourself. Okay, that is it about to love your shadow, to accept your shadow, and not to be afraid of your shadow, but united the shadow. But how are you going to unite the shadow from within you is through that naked talk, to the process of the naked talk. When the masks are fall off and everything is out in the open, you're not afraid anymore of anything. You begin to understand if somebody judges you, they are in ego. They are kind of like trying to correct you or something. There are still some situations within them. But if they illuminate themselves, that you actually went to the process of cleaning the relationship with universe from within you, and you get yourself rebirth from within you, and you become this unification person, and you did the right things for yourself before with anybody else, then they're gonna get illuminated of what actually you did to yourself. You become your true self. The naked talk first to your own self, it's establish the relationships with others. Whatever you have within you, that's what the actions will be. And you're going to look in somebody else's life and you will understand what they do to it. Somebody hides something, somebody hide this cannot be a public, or that cannot be a public, or this cannot be. Guess what? They have something to hide, something to be hiding from within themselves. So they are not true to themselves. So basically, they are not capable of having a whatever relationship, friendship, or a loveship, or a partnership. They're not capable to have in a true relationship as a clean and as a divine relationship. They are not capable of it. It's impossible, simply because the shadow is there, the shadow that's going to hunt him down. And the shadow, what that does is when the shadow comes out, either the shadow is going to comes out in the light, or actually when they covering the shadow, they put more energies into the shadow. So now the shadow within them becomes more bigger. They're hiding, they don't answer our calls, they don't want to talk to you, they're discarding, they abandon you, and things get bigger and bigger and bigger for it. But the naked talk is going to become this standard for it, that it's going to be feeling the truth from within. Pretty good time is going to be for everyone who are looking for a true relationships. Pretty good inner work that's going to be done through this process of the naked talk, because you will understand that over your pitfalls in life, the reason you didn't have the true relationship and the true happiness in life and true love in life, that's what you are living for. You don't have it because you never had the naked talk. But first, with who? With your own self. Then you have with the person. If it's the right person, they're not going to judge you. They're going to be, I understand what you did this. I love you. I understand what you got on this. I understand all this. And I really admire you that you said this. Okay. You have instant um, come on, uh, gratifications of this. Can't pronounce it. Sometimes within me, can't pronounce certain words anymore. Gratification. All right. Somebody can type the word. A chat. Uh, be so thankful for it. The gratitude, your personal gratitude about this, is going to be coming in, but for you. Uh, Gratification, exactly. So thank you guys, Agnieszka and Katie. Thank you for coming into the chat, by the way. But thank you for typing in this. So now, when you look at it deeply from within you cross that border. You cross that truth, and that truth was actually the key that opened this door for you. That's what it is. That's why most of the people they are on this side of the wall. They cannot cross in because the key of the truth, the Ankh, that the Egyptians called Ankh, that's what this is. And what is the naked talk? You basically say everything that you're hiding from within you. Okay, the most communications, the most of talks, the most to it, and your actions is going to prove about this the situations from within you. If you will understand to look these actions, but you're also going to look the gravitation. Now, since you learned the gravitations of the truth from within you, after you did this naked talk from within, now that naked talk from within brings you the energy and the gravitations with the truth. So when you talk to your people, you will know instantly. I mean, instantly, when someone have things to hide. A lot of the people talk about privacy, which is yes, you gotta have privacy. You can't just have no privacy. Okay, but when you are in the relationship within your own self, what privacy do you have within your own self? That's what the people is going to be looking from within. You will understand that the true life, the true happiness, it comes through your true self from within. That true self is going to be working within the divine, and you're going to be getting more powers than ever before. The more trustful you to your own self and the trust within the divine, the more you're going to get it for. The more you're going to be working with it, the more divine you're going to become, the more things is going to become to you, the more situations is going to be, the more people you're going to be helping, the more you're going to fulfill your mission here as a twin flame, specifically as a twin flame. For I believe that after March, maybe April, May next year, you're going to see a lot of couples. They're going to be coming together. They're going to talk about this. Look at it, but until March, there's going to be a lot of changes that's going to come from within. There's going to be a people who's going to take that around Christmas, and around Christmas, January, February, March, the things is going to get really take off for it. So wherever you are right now within your journey, it doesn't matter where you are in your journey as a twin flame, somehow, some way, for some reason, the universe is going to lead you to this. It's going to push you forward. Okay, you don't want to work with the universe, that's fine. That's your choice. Okay, you choose not to, that's your choice. You go against it. If you're not with me, you're against me, right? So hi Christine, and now you understand it, why you are on this journey here. For those of you that I know you are into the new to the new cycle, you know, you got taste of it. You got this divine clean energy purifications. You got all this gratification, instant gratification from what you knew. You got all this bliss from what you knew. You overcome fears like no tomorrow. There is a lot of energies from what you knew that now they're working more faster. Now they're working like a snap compared to before. They weren't working like this. Why they weren't working like this? You were holding energy within your shadow. Now your shadow, it doesn't self-sabotaging you from within. Some of you who are here within the new cycle, you got powers and you got things that you never ever imagined from before for you. Some of you got into the levels very above to anything you can thought possible from within you. You did the impossible. What was the impossible? You become your true self. You unificate yourself. You create these unifications now. And now you're working at that shadow to clear the things from within you, to clear up your consciousness, to clear up your situation. Because of what? Because it's everything's about you. You want happiness, you want true love, you want a true life, and that why your soul and your spirit are leading you with the help within the divine energies from within you. And that's what, when I see the people right now within the new cycle, they got it, they felt it, how it feels like. And now during this process right now with the revaluation of the new cycle, a lot of you can go back, revise this. But when you revise, you also learning, you learning the things between the lines. When you watch a movie, you can see things between the lines. You're going to read a book, you're going to read between the lines. You're going to be having a conversations with people, you're going to read between the lines. You will understand the illumination, powerful meaning with everything. And you getting something else within you. You're getting the unconditional love, understanding for it. Just because you did one thing, that naked talk from within your own self for it. Okay? When you do this, all right, the universe sees it. The universe says, finally, it's about time for it. It is about time for you to do this. It's the time for you to become your true self. So here, there is the reward for you. And now there is the time for it that you're getting all that for. And some of you are here because of the universe. Okay, universe choose you to be here. Universe choose you to be right now in this present moment of this time, because somehow, some way, your soul is leading you here. Somehow you're watching this video because your soul is leading you here. You want something, you want to get something. That's what this is for you. Because your shadow, if you look at it from within, your shadow, it's like one balloon. Okay, let me just draw it up here. Excellent point you regarding reading between the lines in the movies, books, and entrapment. The program comes out, by the way, good, bad. Yes, exactly. We looking at Diana. Yes, we are looking at the good and the bad now, not as a conflict. We are looking at the good and the bad as an experience to illuminate ourselves. There is no more judgment. There is more understanding for illumination. There is no anymore like yeah, you can make suggestions, okay, you can give people wherever they are, you can give them an advice like what they need to correct themselves for it, but you tell them you need to correct yourself because you have to be illuminate why you want to correct yourself. Now you give them a reason for it. From That was it. The time you are mature grown enough to be naked is determined by the divine. Not all should be free. They're not ready to accept all truth, which is only an everything. That is the truth. But who determines that? Is you. When you have your personal relationship with the divine, okay, that's what determines it. And of course, not everyone is going to do it. Okay, the fear and the people, that is the worst enemy. People think that it's something else. No, it's the fear. Fear of success, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of exposure, fears. Either you have a fear or you have love, but you can't have both. Either gonna have a success or failure, but you can't have both. Okay, you can have a success or failure, but that's how it goes. So yes. So a running twin flame is not ready. The runner twin flames, they're never ready for it. They are running from their true self because you are pushing their buttons for to become a real. And guess what? When they're not real, they're going into their shadow self. And everything they hide in that shadow makes them run. To me, that's a cowardness because someone who running from the truth, he never have a real life. They have fake life, copycat life. They can copy others, they can listen advices from others, but they cannot listen themselves. So the runner is pretty rough time. Yes, fear is the biggest blockage, not only for spiritual growth, Diana. Fear is the blockage with pretty much everything, including a connections with the divine, including the blessings that the divine has for us. Fear is the lowest thing. I mean, yeah, you can hate and revenge and ignore, and but suffering comes in from fear. Okay, but fear is the one that leads to the dark side. Where is Ray? I'm missing Ray today as a Star Wars. Uh, as the Yoda said in the Star Wars, uh, fear leads to hate, hate leads to suffering. That's what Yoda said. For So, in the most deep way, what can you do, dear? Why does the twin flame wake up and accept another not? How come? Uh, when you look at it deeply within this CC 4, we wake up. We wake up to the reality because we have to evolve. We not only have to evolve in a physical level, okay, the vibrations right now, the vibes, okay, that we have, the evolutions of the all the world that happens in the past 130 years, I will go, okay, from the 19th century until today we have 122 years. If you send you back in 122 years, what would you find in there? What would you find in the 1900s? Think about it. There was a lot of spiritual growth back in the 1900s, but also in the 1900s begins the inventions for. And since the 1900s, we have two wars: First World War, the Second World War. We had a lot of disasters on the earth during the 50s, but there was a lot of growth beginning after the 50s. The 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, until begin to have some more issues ever since the 90s. We've been self-sabotaging ourselves for it. And we're leading to this path of destructions now in the 20s because whatever is going on with the society out there. So that's what the waking up. We're not only waking up the good, the bad, and the ugly. We're waking up everybody. Everybody's getting awake. So whatever you care from within you, that's what's gonna show up in your life. You carry your shadow, you hiding your shadow, you do a shady stuff, you do manipulations and all that stuff. That's gonna come out on the surface because of your actions. Your lifestyle will show up. This will show up everything. For Agnieszka, I have an email address, but if you want to connect with me, find me on the Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook, you can only get the app, the Facebook Messenger, and you can message to me. I have 77,000 emails. Some of them are never opened, simply because I'm incapable of this for it. So, but what is the energy? Energy spark that you like the soul, fate, destiny. We're all one and only one soul. What is the origin? We all originated from the one, this massive black hole for it that creates all of a sudden blew up, just to creates the whole universe, all the galaxies and everything for it. We were all one at some point. All the energy, we are energy. If you don't realize it, we are energy. And we are a little piece, tiny, tiny piece of that soul energy from within us, through the spirit, through the connections within the spiritual realms. And that is the energy spark. When you see someone, when you see your twin flame, when you see the electricity, when you see the lights that comes in, when your neurons, your mirroring neurons are fired, which is that's what the process is from it, you get reminder about the Big Bang. But the Big Bang happens in here too. You expand the same thing during the Big Bang. What expand? The universe. Where whatever it's up, that's where it's down. Whatever it's out in the universe is inside of you. You're the universe. That's what that oneness comes in. That's how the enlightenment within the soul comes in. Because inside of this creation of the universe, we have all what we need. We have all we need, but we are looking in the wrong place. We're looking into the place outside of us. We're looking at outside in the universe, while the universe is actually within us. This information that is stored within your left and the right brain, you don't have access to it. You're not using it. Why? You are not in this conscious level to use it, to comprehend it. That's why you don't have access to it. If you are able to comprehend and access that information, then that information comes in. And what is that process? It's called this an enlightenment. You enlight from within. And when you enlight from within, then you begin to have more access. And then you enlighten it more, you begin to have more access. So what happened with your brain? You're increasing your brain capacity, your way of thinking, your way of processing, the way of living. You're actually begin to live in reality where the others don't see this. They don't have this capacity. But whose fault is that they don't have? It's theirs, not yours. But you who have this, who's going and you are this involved person, you can show them to them because that is the part of internal work. This is going to be the age of Aquarius. Everyone depends of what they have inside of them, what they did, what they did for it. So that's what this is. Sissy, have you experienced soul split when we learn as much as we can the soul divides? I've learned it from the Vedic astrologer I went through before. Diana, the soul split. For it, it is about that while you, when you mature, that you can split yourself for you. That's a path of the growth from within. So, for example, I will put you as a one seed of corn. You bury that seed into the earth. There is a water comes in, and there is a sunlight, and there is a wind comes in for it. Now you given a fruits. Okay. Now the corn is grown. The farmer comes in, which is the universe, get the corn, and he's got all this 300-400 seeds. But that's what actually the split soul is. When your soul grows so much, then you split yourself for it. But you contain the same DNA informations in all of them, pretty much. That's what I will represent it to you. You'll get the message. I'm trying to give you complicated answers with very simple examples from what you knew, because that's the way we should talk. We should not make things complicated. We should make them simple to be understood as a high level of vibrations. That is actually the one of the newest gifts you are going to get. You explain things simple within few words, that they actually have a meaning with vibrations and energies from within. Some of you begin to learn that talk. Some of you already does that talk, and you're like, I haven't talked like this before. What happened to me? You will learn what happened to you. So Aquarius doesn't really represent idealism. Aquarius represents a striving for idealism. It's a striving for creating something better, to improve, self improvement. Aquarius represents something that needs to be upgraded, updated, renewed, something that has to be for a better existence for. Some of the Aquarius, they study through their life, they study quite a few things. They have this drive for studying. Basically, all the air signs have this, specifically the Gemini, like a forever student from within. Now, when we have Mars in there, you're going to study forever things for you. But yes, for it. Dio, the TF energy hurts at times, and it's a distraction. I radiate my energy, but the TF energy is still present. What do you suggest? What do you suggest is focus on your energy, not the twin flames energy from within you. Focus is exactly within your energies from within you. Okay, if you have unresolved issues within your twin flame, you give it to the divine. Don't allow your that energy of theirs from within you to actually distracting you. Allow that energy of them helping you. Transmuted that energy. If you feel intense energy, that's mean your ego is or their ego is trying to get into to you to lower your vibes, and you're like, I don't need this. That doesn't benefit me. It's wasting my time, my energy. It's not in this moment. If they are not living in their truth, they have to find their truth. And that's what I suggest to you is about this, that you redirect the energies from within you, which is your focus. Because when you put the focus within them, for example, they were not honest with you, they lied to you, they did things to you. So now when you focus on what they did to you, how do you feel? Do you feel good? No, you don't. So don't focus within this. Not at all. Focus from within you to evolve above this. Leave that low vibe energy that was stored from within you with whatever happened. You rise above. You give them the chance to rise up. Oh, hey, may the force be with us. Ray's here for it. So, does it take longer for unawakened twin to wake up because they are working from the lower chakras? You need to understand. Yeah, Ann Smith. Beautiful questions, by the way. It's not about from lower or higher chakras. I mean, they can have all their chakras lead up through meditations. They can have all this. What is in their consciousness is the main thing. Because if they have shadow from within them, they have fear within them, they not truthful within them. I mean, doesn't matter how many meditations they can do, doesn't matter how beautiful energies they can do. If they're not truth, what does really matter? Some of the people, they hiding their shadow, but guess what? They're going to yoga, they're going into this, they're going through spiritual practices, but with their shadow. They're covering their shadow. They try to distract themselves. Most of the twin flames, whether they are runners, they distract themselves. They can go out on vacations. They can go out. Uh, Look at me, how beautiful life I have, and they are self sabotaging themselves, not looking within the real problem, not looking within the real truth. They have a fear of the naked talkworm within them. They have a fear of the shadow. I mean, the shadow, it's like a piece of rubber. Let me explain it to you. Right. That's white. And that's a black. Actually, it's a little bit more like a tiger. So, exactly, crystalline, you have to take time from the twin flame, let them deal with it. So here is, this is their higher self or our higher self, and in the bottom is a shadow. So now you are in this connection and you hide your shadow and you're trying to go up with your twin flame, with your journey, with and everything. But you stretch, you stretch, you stretch, you stretch, you stretch, but you're holding. The more you're holding, the more the shadow brings you down. It wants to come back to the natural state. And this is the time when the person will choose to open up and remove the shadow and becomes this, or the person will choose to go ahead and give more power within their shadow. So now their higher self, okay, it's disappear. And some actually they live only in the shadow world. Some people that's how they are for it. You need to integrate your shadow. That's it. You're the light and the shadow both, and both you need to live and become whole. It is like having two babies. You love both of them. Yes, that is truth. For it, you have to unite the shadows. You have to unite everything, but you need to understand that what it's needed on this is the truth. So, for example, the one of the biggest conflict I see in the people that is a not expressing their shadow. They lacking a lot of accountabilities. They're lacking a lot of things, a lot of uncomfortable questions, uncomfortable situations. But if you look at it within the other side, within the higher self, sometimes people stay in the higher self and they're kind of like, I don't want to look into my shadow. And there is a ignorance in there that ignoring yourself. But when you do the naked talk from within you, you bring your shadow and you bring your light coming together. They come in the mutual agreement now from within you for it that comes in together. This is like you having two kids that always argue, but now the two kids coming together, that's like, you know what? If you want to have a better family and look a better family, we have to develop this family. Not like the story between Cain and Abel, for example. That's what this brings, Agnieszka. Very good point, by the way, with comparison within the two babies. Okay, you gotta love them both. But if you look at it from within you as a personal perspective, from within your own self, you unify those from within yourself. And you don't have any more internal conflicts. And the internal conflicts, guess what they do to you? They free you up. Now all the energies that you had within you, all of a sudden that it's used for moving forward in life, getting forward within life, be a more enlightenment within the universe, helping more people. You have meaningful life now. Because before you tried half a way to be in your higher self, but you also wasted energy covering it up your shadow from within. Okay, now it's not about rise above the shadow. Now it's about to get them bold. And now through the when you get them bold, okay, you embrace your light and your dark from within. Okay, let's say for example, this is your higher self, which is a little, but this is the shadow side, which is bigger. Okay, all right. So here, that's you see it. You know, they're bigger, they're larger. But when you get in them together, okay, through the solving your internal conflicts, they are becoming the one thing. They're becoming this, for example. Okay, it's you. Now you don't have to separate things from within your own self. You have all the energies from within you, not only to yourself, but giving the proper energy to everyone around you. And that is going to help you not only within the relationship with everyone, it helps you in the relationship within you, relationship with divine, relationship with kids, relationship with parents, relationship with spouse or significant others or whatever, twin flame. That's what is going to become standard for. That's what is that for you guys. So during the naked talk, you actually getting everything. During through the naked talk, you're actually exposing this part. First of all to yourself, but then to the person you're gonna share your life. So they will not have issue with your shadow, and they can help you unification your higher self with your shadow. That's what the healing within the twin flames is. Does the shadow or shrinks when you expose the dark stuff within yourself? Actually, they kind of like emerge from within them, within you. Does the shadow shrinks? It's not shrinks. The shadow actually is the truth. If you look at it, Diana, now that congratulations, you opened the chest of Dio. You know what that's coming, right? Now I'm digging up to the chest for it, Diana, into that is like very very good. I mean, I spoke about this. The quality of questions is going to lead to the quality of the answers. So guys, pay attention on this right now. Okay. So does the shadow shrinks when you expose the dark stuff within yourself so that the light and the dark balance? You need to understand the both light and the dark, they have one thing combined, their truth. Your dark, your shadow is truth. Your light is also truth. And when you operate from the truth, they become the ultimate truth from within you. They not dissolve, they don't disappear. They actually become truth as they are. You don't face them anymore. Yes, when you put the shadows in the light what? Shines over everything because of the truth. But guess what? The shadow is not more shadows anymore. The shadow is actually a truth that helps you to see the shadow within the others. That's what this is gonna be. You had that shadow so you can learn the shadow of others. It wasn't actually shadow that you have to perform out there. It was the shadow as a knowledge. But now from within you, that shadow, when you get into it, is the truth, uncovered truth that you actually didn't want to come out. That's what the naked talk is. The truth is naked. Those I have are clothes. So, Diana, now you're getting it, right? It's incredible. That is going to be this new cycle, evolution in there. So, okay. Is the shadow now toxic? The shadow can be whatever you evolve, that's what's going to grow. You need to understand the shadow is darker, darker, darker. It's like the 50 shades of gray. Then it gets to the darkest thing, is a black hole that everything disappears for it. So, yeah, toxic and so on and so on. Exactly, Katie. Softening our internal conflict. Yes, exactly, Maria. Check. I connect with you on the Facebook. I will write you on a message. That's okay with you. Yeah, you can write me. Everyone who needs something from me, please write me on the Facebook, and I'll get it from there. Because I don't look at it too much. My messages for it. I don't know how Yahoo's put up with me, but 77,000 emails but it is what it is. So yes, so we're gonna talk there, Agnieszka. I believe, Agnieszka, you are from Poland, yeah? Yes, for it, I presume. By the name, choose to live in the light or shadow. You can choose to live in a shadow, but guess what? If you leave the one and the other, you're not fully truth. You lived within a half of the truth. When you live now from within both, you are illuminated human being. That's what now the life should be for it. The light and the shadow become truth, then we become truth and authentic love. Exactly, Maria. There you go. Maria's got it. That's what it is. And thanks to Diana, that questions just popped that open for it. Agnieszka, Poland. Jak się masz? And hopefully the thing's gonna be good for you guys. I think I picked up a perfect subject right now within us, within the astrology that comes in, so it can line up within the vibrations that it's from within us, that it's going on, that moves up, that we are going forward, and we begin to uncover more and more things. I believe that within the next 50 years, there's going to be some this not only a new professions that are coming in and working within the energies. Some of you already see those new professions. Okay, we are talking about esoteric psychologist, astrogravitation, astrology gravitation. We are talking about astropsychologists. It's already a lot of astropsychologists out there. We are talking about like a vibration analyst within your brain. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of these new professions are coming in. In the skies are planets now that bring more big, different, and usual downloads. Uh, yes, there's a lot more. We are going for preparation of quantum leap, if you ask me, within the next 2 years. Okay, within the next 2 years, one of the Pluto is going to be entering Aquarius. We are going to be transformed, transport, teleported in the universe. I believe within the next few years, we maybe have a contact, or finally contact comes out with from outer space for it, because that's what Aquarius is. Space out. When you're spacing out, you're disappearing. You're not here. You're somewhere else in the space. That's Aquarius for you. So astropsychology, yes, exactly. Actually, I do astrogravitational psychology, Agnieszka. Some of the people here in the room can tell you really what that is for. I'm not going to make commercial for me because I just do this for it. That's the gift that I do. And based on the gravitations, you can ask around for if you need help or something. But yeah. Astropsychology, exactly. Some of you know what that is. Agnieszka, I do listen you for years. Oh wow, Agnieszka. Do we know each other, Agnieszka? Or no? No, we don't. Okay. Wow, that's soon. In 2 years, yes, but until we get there is the question. CC. Oh, CC, you're cranking me up. Oh, I love to smile. Okay. Yeah, I love to smile. Uh, it's good. It's good that you guys make me laugh. For okay, I know we're all waiting for the ship's gonna take us away from this art, right? I don't know if it's gonna be for good, for the bad, or for the ugly, but some people are waiting for this. for. All right. Do you guys have so many questions? Anything? Shoot them up. I already been talking for 1 hour. You guys know what is about time is, and I have an astrology reading to do at 6 o'clock now at 7:05, so I can have a little time to do things up here. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this new revelations about the power of the naked talk. For and yeah. Katie, yes, it's all about what we manifest. Now, within the truth we're talking about, you will find the truth. Does it really true you want that palace? Does it really truthful? This is gonna help you owning a something. Is that really gonna be the thing for you? And you will understand that you are put up on this earth for something more. For it. Yes. Smiling good. Yes. Of course, there is that. Laughing out loud. Yeah. Can you imagine you finding the truth sometimes within you and you are laughing out loud within yourself? When you unite your shadow, when you do your shadow work, and you're like, is that what I was so stupid? Because somebody makes me angry back then, and ever since that, I acting angry. And you're like, man, but that's so stupid. Whoa, but now I get it. Haha. Yeah, there you go. That's what you're gonna laugh on it. Yeah. So, if you already done the naked talk in Divide Deep and TF the other thing, updating, revising the naked talk, what can we expect? You mentioned December a lot lately. Now, you may did the naked talk with them. They did the naked talk with you. Because if they did the half away naked talk, but they left that shadow from within them with during the naked talk, is that a really naked talk? It's not. The both two individuals, they gotta have all their face masks off. Otherwise, it could be a one-sided story. It's not gonna end up like most of the twin flames. Not one of the main reasons for it. It's because it's a one-sided story, not a true story from within them. Most of the time, people covering it up, the shadow, they put the love for you in their shadow. That's what most of the twin flames are not together. Because the love for you, they are hiding from within. How many of the true twin flames, they know the truth, they know the love, they understand everything. Did they say anything to anybody? Did they admit things? Or they admit halfway? Did they tell their spouse? You guys, the most of the problem of this is lack of understanding that power of the naked talk. Why some of the twin flames, they don't call on you? They took you because of that love that they cannot show up into the world, and they bury it within their shadow. That's what this is. Who block, run, ignore, they can start their own group. Exactly. Oh boy. Yes, it's oh boy for it. So Yeah, but there's gonna be a time that universe is gonna step in and it's gonna say like, mm-mm, no more shadow. We are evolving. You can't evolve. All the society is evolving. You don't want to be left out in the cold, not accepting by society. That's okay. It's up to you. You do your own thing. For so that's what it is. The shadow. It's gonna be a lot of shadow work done the next 2 years. What's happening in the December is the Jupiter is gonna be more powerful, more igniteful within this truth, with this new cycle that goes in. What we experiencing with Diana, with you and a few others that walked into this new cycle within the truth and felt that energy. Imagine that energy is going to be times maybe 100, then it's going to times 1,000 when we are going through this new cycle. That's what does it mean. Don't know if this channel or Astroviber how to implement the current plans on your day personal chart. You mentioned it yesterday, some of you somewhere or in our call. You don't have to really plan the future. CC, we're not talking about any more of this planning future. We are talking about walking within the future with understanding of the present moment. Because when you put your attentions within the future, you are missing the moment. And then you're wondering why the things doesn't go well where you're walking. All right. That is a new things. Not what I meant, sorry, dear. I meant understanding the gravitational. Oh, if you are understanding the gravitational parts, the gravitations, that is the pushes. We talk about those gravitational reports. The gravitational reports, when I tell you intense energies, the intense energies, those are the energies that you are pushing out or they are pushing you to look for it. Also, we know this as a challenges or problems, things that we don't want to work for it, or things that needs our attention, and we are kind of like, no, I don't have time for this. The pull energies, those are the thing, and the energies that you are pulling towards you, or those are energies they pulling you and tell you, hey, listen, come here. I'm going to tell you how to fix the problem. And when I spoken about the gravitational, astro-gravitational report, I'm telling you those are the positive energies, which is that's what this is. They're pulling you in. I giving you the aspects and I'm telling you what they're going to be the basic effect of it. For it, you know that I'm talking about from 7 a.m. till 11 p.m. Gravitational report for 30 minutes, and most of the people don't want to listen to it. But I can't make it shorter. It's too much information, and also it's not enough information. I don't know how to explain within this. This is just for all this time frame. For it in December increase, what do we feel now 100 times? What? No, not we're feeling now at the moment, what we felt about 2 months ago. What we felt 2, 3 months ago when Jupiter entering, and when we begin to talk about the truth here, the energy of the truth here. When I started doing all this live chats here, okay, that's what we are talking about. This energy is going to be 100 times more powerful. Yes, it will be. It will be. That's why right now energies are intense, so we can be able to handle more higher vibrations. Yep. Now you understand why everything is so high right now. So now Uranus, Uranus goes, or whatever you want to pronounce that. I was laughing at it. There's two people there, like, yeah, I love your Uranus. I'm like, Uranus, Uranus. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's still four. So, yeah, he's going retrograde. Now we are kind of like a slowing down. If you feel it, the intense energies that was before, because Uranus was a direct. Now it slows down that energy. Now the energy between Leo, Aquarius, and um, Taurus Scorpio is not that intense anymore. It's more calmed down. But the question is we are going to experiencing now more energies because of what's going to happen with Venus. Venus is going to go through Leo, and it's going to face the consequences about not properly understanding love. All right. That it's going to be about teaching and learning about that, using the love for money, okay, or gain in the material world, or using the love, the lust, and the sexual for things and for title or advancement or something. Okay, things is going to be coming up like this for it. I'm not scaring you, CC. There is no scare about it. For actually, it's going to be pretty good. You'll see it. Yeah. For. All right. What do you guys want to talk about tomorrow? Come on. What I misunderstood. So. Yeah. I love the energy now. You feel the power of the retrogrades within you. It's empowering, but empowering in the soul, not within the material things. So now, when we revise through all the retrogrades season that we have right now, we begin to learn more things, and it's beautiful. We got enlightened, illuminated. It's beautiful. No one has an idea about the chat again. What do you guys want to talk about twin flames? Because now, when tomorrow Mars entering there, this is going to be coming in. I was expecting something like this from UCC. Yeah, that's more like it, Diana. That's more like it. Empowering your person and how to deal with energy vampires. Oh, there you go. Whatever you guys decide, I'm gonna stay out of it. You guys see the topics. You guys pick it up the topics now, so I'm gonna be staying out of it. My personal opinion, I'm gonna take the Diana thing for it, because if Katie, if you how to deal with energy vampires, that is a you have to teach them not to be a vampires anymore. Usually what the vampires does is they creating a negative energy, and through the negative energies, they feed from the negative energy. For so when they are negative, you're just like be negative until you don't understand. You can get double the energy when you're good. You have them watch the Monster Inc. Basically, and I don't want to talk about this dealing with energy vampires because this is a lower vibes, really. For okay, we are going to go with the Diana. All right. Okay, just gotta turn my paper around and write it down for it. How the universe puts twin flames to work. Yeah. Okay, I want to recognize the universe today for bringing that live chant that helps me out to give it to you guys. So recognition is given uh, for. Why would the energy vampires gonna be open for communications? They don't want to deal with their shadow. They don't want their shadow to be exposed. So they don't want to talk. They only talk when they want to create situations, when they create things. Can have communications, even with the twin flames. It's the same, pretty much is for it. You leave them the door open and tell them, it's time for you for your naked talk. And guess what? They don't. For example, you were pissed off, they keep secret and they keep their shadow side from within them. They manipulations, they do this control things, and they did things they don't really make sense. And you send them out this aggravation text and tell them maybe you really are shady person. Maybe you really, that's the truth for it. You can keep your secrets in your shadow for yourself for it. When you're ready, do it. But other than that, stay away from me. You leave them the door. This is like I need to understand something about the. Let me close out the session right now here. Some of the TFs are energy vampires until they don't understand they actually do this energy vampiring within themselves. But you need to understand this, okay? That when you do the naked talk, what the naked talk power is, you to get this understanding what actually in divine perspective is. Okay, you confess in a church as a priest in the front of God everything. So this is you. When you do your naked talk within your own self, I want you to look at it that you confess everything within the divine in the church towards God, like God is right in the front of your face. That's how honest with the divine you are. And your twin flames, it's coming, but where he's coming, you are the priest. Divine is there. But your twin flame has to walk into the church. What they are, confess in there. How honest they're going to be there at that church. That is the union. The church is the union, and the divine sees within that church. That is the holiness within the twin flames. That is the divine connection within twin flames. That's why when you do the naked talk for it, I want you to thinking about this. not about something else. The divine powers that's putting you together, giving you the life, that brought you together, that creates the connections between you and them. That's what this is. Now you get in it. The deepness, the goal, the situation, about the purpose of this talk. You become one with the divine. That's what this is, guys. All right. So thank you so much, everyone, coming into the chat. Hopefully you guys got something today. Hopefully you can go ahead and do something from within you. And I'm wishing you to have a good naked talk with your own selves, guys. All right. Let's share some love here. I want to appreciate every one of you that comes in here. Appreciate for sharing the energy, give energy back. Crystalline, I thank you so much for the super chat for it. And guys, we're going to see each other tomorrow. We're going to talk about how the universe puts the twin flames to work. All right, guys. Thank you, and be love for it. Thank you, Diana. Appreciate it.